Hey guys, okay, so right now we are in my beauty slash office room. As you can see, I store a lot of my makeup in these Alex drawers from IKEA. I know, just like everybody else, but honestly, I seriously love these drawers. I think they're a good investment if you are not working with a lot of space because they're really, really slim and nice and tall, and just obviously, as you can see, have tons of storage. I actually have two of these, one here and one on the opposite side of my guest bed, but let's go ahead and just jump into this one first. So I also want to quickly note, guys, this is actually not all of my concealers and foundations. I actually have quite a bit of makeup over sitting at my vanity. I have a pretty large drawer and some like acrylic storage and things like that. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna keep like my vanity decluttering to the very, very last video, since I'm assuming I'm gonna keep a lot of that stuff. But I also know that there's a ton of stuff at my vanity that I want to get rid of too. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with concealers. And the first thing is this e.l.f. Complete Concealer Coverage Palette. And I can tell you right away, I'm probably gonna get rid of this guy. I'm usually never impressed with any kind of cream products from e.l.f., but you know, you kind of get what you pay for. They're only a few dollars. I actually do like the color range in this though. You can really see there's a nice like balance of yellow and beigey tones, which I really do appreciate, but I think I've tried this a few times and the coverage was just really not there for me. So I'm gonna be probably giving this away or tossing it out. Next thing is this True Match L'Oreal Stick Concealer, and I actually have two of these, one in a really light color and one in a darker shade, because I really couldn't find anything that was my perfect color, so I was mixing the two of these. But to be honest, I have so many concealers that there's really no point of me holding on to these. I do like the consistency. They're nice and creamy, and obviously they have great coverage, but yeah, the likelihood of me grabbing both of these and mixing them is just not good. Thing is this Photo Ready concealer, and this is in 500 medium deep. And I know I have it, yeah, I do have another one of these. This is also in 400 medium. If you guys care to know the shades of these, this is Fairlight W123, and then this one was W45. Oh goodness, okay. And then also, if you were interested, this concealer palette from e.l.f. was in medium. Sorry, getting back to these guys. I really, really like these. I remember when I got them, I loved them and would use them all the time. But I think I just, you know, as what happens to most of us, you find something new and kind of gravitate towards that. But they actually are really beautiful. They're really nice and creamy and have beautiful coverage. So I think I want to continue to hold on to these guys. So I'll just kind of set them there. Next is this Laura Mercier Secret Concealer in shade number 3. So as you can see, I barely tapped into this guy, and I really think it was because when I bought it alongside, I think 3 or 4 other concealers at the same time from Sephora. And I really have to recommend, guys, if you are makeup shopping, try to avoid getting multiple of the same type of product, because I feel like you're more likely to toss 2 or 3 of them somewhere in a drawer if you keep a lot of makeup like myself. So yeah, I definitely try to avoid doing that now for that reason. So this is what it looks like on the back of my hand. I'm not sure if you can really see it, but it's really beautiful. It has nice coverage. It's super creamy, and it has that nice kind of orangey, salmony undertone, which is really good for combating under eye circles. So, or the appearance of under eye circles. So I think I'm gonna hold on to that a little longer. Next is this concealer palette from Sonia Kashuk, and this is in Hidden Agenda number 7. And I bought this a long time ago, and I remember not really liking it all that much. It has 3 cream colors and a powder, but I don't think I was really all that crazy about it. It feels a little thick, like it would take a lot of product to really get a lot of coverage. So I'm gonna be going ahead and getting rid of that guy. So this is the Bare Minerals Stroke of Light Eye Brightener. I actually got this as a gift from an old coworker of mine. She used to have the biggest shopping addiction for QVC, And she would always buy tons and tons of makeup and just bring them to work for me, like to try anything that she didn't want. And this was one of the things that she gave me, and I really do like it. It's a really beautiful, super lightweight concealer. I'm usually someone that likes a little bit of a heavier coverage, but I think I will still hold on to this only because it's good for those days where maybe I'm just running errands or just kind of hanging around the house. It's kind of nice to have something lightweight. So, and I also love that she gave it to me. She was such a sweet woman. Okay, so next, this is the Makeup Forever Palette 5 Cream de Camouflage Concealer Palette, and here's what that looks like. I think this is one of the first Makeup Forever purchases I ever made, but I barely touched this, so I think I am definitely going to try to sell this guy over to Glambot. I think all the colors are beautiful. I love that it has a beautiful green color for combating redness and that orangey tone, and then a nice combination of shades, but I just have too many concealers, obviously, and this isn't even everything that sits over at my vanity, so I'm going to be selling that one. Next is this Bobbi Brown Pale Yellow Natural Creamy Concealer, and this is a little duo. This is so old. I've had this at least for like 4 years. I don't know. I know that's terrible, but I love Bobbi Brown concealer. I really, really do, but this is just too old and chalky. Actually, the powder is still good, but yeah. I think I'm going to toss this guy out. Okay, next is this Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer from NYX, and this is in the shade Glow, and that's what that looks like. A lot of NYX products I order online, so I kind of take a gamble with the color, but obviously that is way too dark for me, so I am going to be giving that one away. Next is this Superstay Concealer 24 Hour from Maybelline, I believe. Yeah, from Maybelline. I am gonna hold on to this. I really like this for under my regular concealer because it has that sort of orangey tint to it, which I really like. So I will hold on to this guy. Next is this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is in NW25, I believe. This might be a little bit too old at this point. I think I've had it for a couple of years. It's obviously pretty beat up, but I'm going to see if that is still good. Next thing is this Urban Decay 24/7 Concealer Pencil, and this is in the shade ATF. And I remember purchasing this because of Holly Anna Ray, or Holly Ann Ray. I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, but I'm sure you guys all know her here on YouTube. And I remember her raving about this concealer, and so of course I had to go run out and get it. And I liked it. It's just that the shade is a little too close to my regular skin tone. It's really not great for my under eye area. But I think that this is a little too old to try to sell to Glambot. I mean, obviously, I don't know. I don't think it's like selling quality. So I am going to be giving that away to someone if they want it. Next is this CoverGirl Olay Depuffer Concealer. I can tell you right away, I'm getting rid of this because I actually have another one. I think it's in the lighter shade. I bought 2 shades just in case, and I really didn't like it. The coverage is way too light for me and what I prefer, so it's a nice lightweight concealer, but just not enough coverage for me. Next is this NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. I have another one of these, I guess, and this is in the shade Medium. And let's swatch Medium. Medium is also way, way, way too dark for me. And I think this was Glow. So Glow is obviously darker than Medium. In case you guys are ever planning on ordering these online, they do run a little dark. Next is this Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer in the shade Almond. I think I bought this for the purpose of concealing like acne scars and things like that, but I actually have a concealer that I've used for years for covering my acne scars that I always just use. It's something that I use every single day, so I don't really have a use for this, so I'm going to get rid of it. Next is this Almay Wake Up Under Eye Concealer. I don't even remember when I bought this. I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not holding on to that. I think it's really old, and I don't think I liked it all that much. The color looks beautiful because it looks really brightening, but Nope. Next is this other concealer palette from e.l.f. And this is their Neutralize and Brighten Corrective Concealer Palette. And that is what it looks like. It's got some greens and pinks and salmony colors. I'm also going to be getting rid of this just because, again, I'm not a big fan of the cream formulas from e.l.f. I always find that they're way too sheer and kind of slippery, so I'm going to be getting rid of that. Next is this L'Oreal Visible Lift Concealer with SPF 20. I don't, again, even remember when I bought this. Oof, this is like super dried up and disgusting. Throwing it out. Next is this Boots No. 7 Quick Cover Concealer. I bought this because a beauty guru here on YouTube said this was a dupe for the Clé de Peau concealer. And I've actually never owned the Clé de Peau concealer. It's one of my concealer goals or makeup goals is to eventually get that because I've heard amazing things. But it's a little bit chalky, this one. It's really nice because it has that pink undertone, but I don't think I'm ever going to use this, and I've had it for a while now. So another one bites the dust. Next is this Laura Geller The Real Deal Concealer Serious Coverage in Medium. Obviously, there's a running theme with these concealers. A lot of them are higher coverage because I do have pretty dark under eye circles. And I think I'm gonna hold on to this. That is really beautiful. It's really, really super full coverage. So I'm gonna hold on to that guy. So this next guy is a concealer from La Mer, and this is in the shade 03 Dark. And to be totally honest with you, I'm a little bit nervous about opening this because I don't think I've touched it for years. I know that I bought it and loved it, but then stored it away. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. So that's what it looks like. I really, really did love this concealer, but I have a bad habit with higher end makeup products. Once I get to this part, like where there's like a week's left, I will close it up and store it somewhere because I want it to last. And then before you know it, years pass and here we are. So not a good habit to have, but that's exactly what happened with this one. And it's still honestly pretty creamy. I miss this guy. This was such beautiful coverage. It was really moist and hydrating for the under eye, but I'm going to get rid of it only because it's just been in here way, way, way too long. Next is this Hard Candy Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. This I think I will hold on to because it is really, really high coverage. And although it's not an everyday concealer for me, I always like having something like this to, I don't know, have as a safety or backup. So this actually isn't a concealer, it's an under eye setting powder. And this is the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. And let me just look at it. That's what it looks like. I actually did like this. It's a really nice, beautiful pale pink. Obviously, it's a little messy. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it's a really pale pink, but it does have little sparkles in it, so it's something to kind of use sparingly, but I will continue to play with that. Next is this Stila Perfecting Concealer, and this is in the shade D. And I don't even think I used very much of this because I think it was it's a little too dark for me. I think I'm going to try to sell that one. I don't know if they'll accept this, but I probably used it, no joke, less than 3 times. So yeah, let's see what Glambot has to say. Next is this Sonia Kashuk Pot Concealer, and this is in the shade 03 Sand. This one I also barely touched. So I think I'm going to hold on to this one. Really, really full coverage, which is nice. So I'm gonna continue to play with that guy. And then this, same for this one, I think I'm also gonna hold on to. This is the Benefit Erase Paste. I remember not being crazy about it because I thought the coverage was a little too thick, but I don't know. I actually do wanna play with this a little bit more. And this is just the little mini version of it. So yeah, that's my concealers. I still have to clean everything up, but I think that's a pretty good improvement. Moving on to foundations. My foundation drawer is obviously a little bit easier. I can tell you right off the bat, I am going to definitely get rid of this Hard Candy Glamouflage foundation. I think I bought this with the intention of doing a review on it, but I really, really hated it. It's just so thick. Like, can you see that? I don't know, it's disgusting. It's like just thick ass paint on your face. I'm gonna be tossing this one out. The Clinique Even Better SPF 15 foundation, I will continue to hold on to and use. I really like that. Same for my NARS Sheer Glow. My Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua is really beautiful and lightweight and super hydrating. This is my e.l.f. foundation palette. I think I might have done a review on this in the past, and I actually really did like it. It's not like a go out all night type of foundation palette, but it actually is really pretty and has, you know, pretty good coverage. It's kind of one of those things that you use if you're running errands or something like that, but I actually did like it, so I'm not gonna throw that guy out. The Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, luminous coverage. I'm sorry if there's noise upstairs. My neighbor just, every time he walks, it's like the loudest thing in the world. This is in the shade Sand Beige, and this I know I'm gonna hold on to as well because I really liked the coverage of this. Same thing for this Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation. This is great for the summertime. It's very mattifying, it's very full coverage, so I remember liking that. This guy I will definitely, sadly, finally get rid of. This is my Guerlain Perur Extreme foundation. This foundation was beautiful. I don't even think they make it anymore. It was one of the most beautiful finishes I've ever seen, but I've had this for probably 3 years, 3 or 4 years. Like, it's cracked, there's barely anything left. It's just disgusting. So, gonna have to toss that guy out. Oh, I actually missed one concealer back here. I didn't see you. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. I love this line. I love their neutralizer for brightening, and this for under eye circles is amazing. It's this kind of baby pink color. And yeah, that I will still hold on to as well. So that is it for concealers and foundations. I think I did an okay job, especially with my concealers. This is everything that I am giving away, what I'm gonna try to sell, and then behind me is everything that I'm tossing out.